blessed in life, eternal in death. What most believers desire is to enter heaven after death, and to have everything go well through God's blessings while living. In fact, wanting to prosper and be successful aligns with God's will and brings him joy. Nonetheless, even after many years of faith, some people find that the door to blessings remains closed, and instead, their circumstances worsen. When we look closely at the lives of these individuals, we see that while they hope for the door to blessings to open, they fail to engage in the actions that would actually bring blessings. The reason these people do not receive blessings is that they do not understand the laws of blessing and use the wrong principles while hoping for the door to blessings to open. To receive salvation after living a life without faith, one must follow the law of salvation, which involves denying oneself and trusting Jesus 100%. However, just because one is saved by following the law of salvation does not mean that the door to blessings will open. The law of salvation concerns the grace that frees our souls from sin and death, not the law of blessings that enriches our lives. Nevertheless, one must first follow the law of salvation to be saved. This is because, according to the Bible, even if we live a prosperous life through blessings, it is like gaining the world, but losing our souls if we are not saved. Many people tend to mistakenly believe that opening the door to blessings according to the law of blessings is a privilege given only to believers. The door to salvation applies to all who follow the law of salvation, and the door to blessings applies to all who live according to the law of blessings. Therefore, even an unbeliever who follows the law of salvation can achieve salvation, and one who follows the law of blessings can receive blessings. So, how can we open the door to blessings? Ironically, the first step to opening the door to blessings is to abandon the mistaken belief that we must do something specific to receive them. True blessings do not begin with knowing what actions to take, but rather with discovering ourselves. You must understand the meaning of this statement clearly. To be precise, God desires for us to live blessed lives and has given each of us different talents to open the door to blessings. Therefore, we do not receive blessings by our actions, but because God has already endowed us with the talents to open the door to blessings. Our task is to realize the talent that has been given to us to open the door to blessings. To some, He has given the ability to speak well. To others, He has given the ability to handle machines skillfully, and to others, the ability to understand and teach others effectively. Recognizing these various abilities is the very first key to opening the door to blessings. In reality, many people do not recognize their talents for blessings, and instead work in areas that do not align with their abilities due to their circumstances, environment, or the expectations and hopes of those around them. They end up working just to make a living, struggling without joy or significant achievement. The secret to opening the door to blessings is to discover one's talents, develop them, and live a fulfilling and happy life within them. Many people chase after material wealth, but even if they achieve it, they often do not find happiness. This is because they have not opened the door to blessings. They have merely accumulated wealth. True blessings come from working within one's talents, finding satisfaction and joy in that work, and using those talents to benefit and help others. When we live such a life, material wealth and prosperity naturally follow. People fail to understand this principle and thus do not recognize their talents. They miss out on the happiness and joy that come from using their abilities, focusing solely on the end result of wealth or possessions. God's true intention for blessings is not merely material wealth or success in all things. True blessings are the abilities He has already given each of us. A life that develops these abilities, benefits oneself and others, and finds happiness is a life that has opened the door to true blessings. Therefore, first, discover the talents that have been given to you. Then, find ways to integrate them into your life and use them to benefit yourself and others. When you understand your life's purpose and reason through this, you can confidently say that you have opened the door to blessings.
구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정 해주세요. Subscribe, like, set notifications.